ASUS ROG Winter 2015 might have come to a close, but we still have one more interview to take, obviously with the winners. Friberg is here with me to talk about mostly the grand finals, so let's just get right into it. First map, Dust 2, what can you say about that?
Dust 2, we started off as T, they picked CT, so I think we kind of knew how to play against them. They had a lot of double ecos and saved for double op setup, so we tried to do as many B splits and stuff like that as we could, and just play on the information as we had. So I think our game worked out really well on Dust 2. We won a lot of like weird rounds as well, like the clutches like 2 and 3 and stuff like that. So, but in general, yeah, I think we played really well on Dust 2.
Yeah, you played, the last time you played Titan on Dust 2 was actually at ASUS when you still had Flower in the team, and you got eliminated. I think it was like 16-1 or something like that. So what are the main differences between playing against that lineup back then and the lineup that they have now?
Quickly.
Is that all?
No, I'm just kidding. I think the difference is because when we lost to them at the ESWC, we went back to the drawing board at Dust 2, looking at demos, looking at things what we can improve on, and just work from there. And we got a gameplay right now that we're really comfortable in playing. So yeah, just I mean, getting comfortable in your gameplay at Dust 2 is very important as terrorist, and as CT we just have good setups and good things that we can do as CT as well. So yeah.
I noticed this already at DreamHack. I think it was something that seemed like a new thing for me, which was that Forrest was actually holding the flank a lot of the times. Is that something that you have been talking about? Is that something that he likes to change with Get Right, for example?
He was like, you mean that he was like...
Forrest was somewhere on middle while you were pushing out long and stuff like that. It was mostly on anti-ecos, but we could see that in gun rounds as well sometimes. So what's the reason behind that?
Well, the thing is, like, on our standard positions, Get Right is holding long and Forrest is holding B, and if we want to go A, we need someone to like cover our flank or something like that. So if we go B, Get Right's going to hold the flank. If we go A, Forrest is going to be holding the flank or something like that. So it's just based on positions, not based on like how like you are doing. I'm kind of, me and Richard exist is kind of like the core, where we like do stuff, and on Dust 2 like we go short or long, doesn't really matter, and they are like spread out. So yeah, just yeah.
Okay, there's another thing that I noticed. You were actually nading down the double doors in the middle a lot. Because was that because of Titan, and they like to play that boost spot right next to the double doors? So was that directly on Titan, or was it just something that you just did to be safe from that position?
We do it quite a lot, just to know that if they have a tower middle over their smoke, we double nade them, and they will be either dead or low HP. So yeah, it's kind of in general. We didn't really look into other teams this tournament. We focused a lot on our own play. We haven't still, like, even though we played with Mikail for quite a while now, we still haven't like actually like played the much that we need to like getting like the best shape as we can. Like the four of us, we understand the game, how to like what we're thinking, like what other guys are thinking, while Mikail is still trying to get used to in that. But he's doing a great job, and we're trying to like talk extra much to Mikail just so he can like understand what we're doing and what we're thinking, especially during practice. And it worked out really well here. He played really great in the tournament. So.
Okay, next up it was the Cash. That was your pick, which was kind of surprising to me, but you beat Fnatic on the map at MLG, obviously. So is that a new map for you guys? Is that something you decided to pick recently, for example, before MLG?
I mean, we're just trying to play different maps all the time. Like looking into the maps, trying really hard to get good at them. If we're successful in practice, we think that like we're comfortable in playing them, and we play them as any map. So we were a bit weaker than Cash on like EMS Cologne, I mean. So we put in a lot of work on Cash, trying to fix things, like looking into demos, analyzing what we can do better, stuff like that, and we just got better at it, I guess, after doing that.
So when did Cash become a T-sided map? Because at this tournament, it was mainly Titan who played it, but in both of the matches I was watching with you, and before it was 3D Max, I think, in the group stage, they got a lot of rounds as T, but then you obviously came back from that. You had like a 10 rounds T side, I think. So what was the reason for that? Is it just a one tournament thing, or do you feel like the sides have balanced a little bit more?
I think like in every map, it's kind of like a meta, like how you play the map, and CTs are pretty straightforward. A lot of teams play the same, so when you play T, you know how like they pretty much play as you do, and you know what. When you're holding, for example, I'm holding B, I know the weaknesses of me, like holding B. I know what's tough for me when I'm holding B. So we talked to like the team, and we try to implement that when we play T. And I mean, yeah, just putting strats, and I think working as a squad is pretty important on Cash as well, which a lot of teams do as well. And but yeah, I think Cash will, like, CTs will change, and it's always like that. Like Inferno before was pretty like close. It could be like 7 and 8 T rounds, and then like on ROG Winter we changed some setups, and we got like the most team got against us on Inferno was like 3 T rounds or something like that. So it's always like that on maps. Like people change their gameplay, especially as T, not as much as CT.
So in the beginning of your T side, actually, they were stacking B a lot of the times. There were at least 3 players almost all the time on B, at least in all of the anti-ecos, and they actually put 3 people there in the pistol as well as the following anti-eco. So you probably knew that, or right? Did you know that they were stacking B a lot of the times because you caught 3 players there sometimes?
Yeah, well, from time to time when we went B, we were like, even though we got 2 kills, we were saying like, watch out for one guy's site. And I mean, some guys, like sometimes we got killed by like the last guy on site, so it was a bit surprising for us, of course. But I mean, they knew maybe that we like to go in B or something like that, so they made a good decision, but they won in the end anyway.
Yeah, you actually went to B most of the times, I think, from on your T side, and you won 10 rounds. Towards the end, I want to talk about Mikail. It was you and Mikail in the 2v2, right? When he decided to go from behind, and then you got naded. So whose idea was that for him to go from behind to go all over the map and just go from CT spawn?
I think it was Mikail's idea. He just told me to stay alive, and I was like 20 HP with the bomb on the bomb site with nothing to do. Like I had 1 flashbang which I like failed to throw, so I was pretty screwed. But I don't know, I just tried to shoot, make some noise, knew that I was there, fake plant and stuff like that, just make time for Mikail to wrap around them. And I think that Existence should have gotten the defuse, because I think he let go of it. Mikail got the first guy, and I knew that I called.
He was holding.
Yeah, he was holding the defuse, but I think for some reason he let go, and Mikail won the round, and it was like 14-14 at that round, so it was very, very, very important round, and that pretty much won us the game. So good decision by Mikail.
Well, thinking on the fly, right? So what I wanted to get into as well is that Peter isn't at this event. So why was that? Why didn't he go to ASUS?
Well, he got a full-time job aside from being a manager for us or coach. So I think he couldn't get more time off job, and this wasn't one of the biggest events. So we kind of prioritized. We said that we can go by ourselves. He's been helping us a lot, like before and stuff like that. Anyway, so we knew what we could do, and he wasn't like really. Of course, it's always nice having him here helping us, but this time we didn't need him. We won anyway.
That was the third time. Third time is the charm, right? 3rd consecutive grand final for you. So one of the last questions, actually, what's next up for you guys? There's obviously ESL 1 in Katowice in a month, I think. Before that, there's the offline qualifier, but you obviously don't take part in that. So what's next up for you guys? What's in the future?
Next weekend we're playing the Pantamera at Inferno Online. So I think there's going to be Fnatic, LDLC, and Titan, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So we have that next weekend. Then we're just gonna. Then we have like a month to prepare for Katowice. So we will go back to the drawing board a lot. We will analyze our matches that we played on MLG here and that we will play on Inferno Online. We will see what did we do good, what did we do bad, and just try to get better on everything in every aspect as we usually do, and just put in a lot of hours playing in general to be in top shape whenever we get to Katowice.
Do you expect to do a boot camp as well, or just will you be preparing online only?
No, we will most probably do a boot camp. We have like the house in western Sweden. We should go to in Halmstad. So when we have that opportunity, we will of course be there and play as much as we can. Maybe a week or so before.
Okay, that was the winning interview. Do you have any last words? Shout outs to fans, sponsors.
Yeah, of course. I would like to thank you all the fans, especially the guys that were here cheering for us. And I think the crowd in general were great in every game. So thank you a lot. And of course, thank you to the NIP management. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.